We had a pretty large client that is in the health and wellness space that was looking to up-level their HR department. The one that they had at the time was pretty inexperienced and really needed some support with the challenges that the company was facing overall. We came in and spoke with as many people as we could to really get what their perspective was. We wanted to know not only what was not working, but we wanted to know what was working so we could duplicate that and really make sure that we were enhancing the culture that they already had. One of the main things that we try to do at this particular client and others is to have a short, mid, and long-term goal. And so we take the problem that we have and come up with solutions that we can do right away that are easy to implement, that have a big return on investment. And then we have a more phased approach for some more mid-term goals and long-term goals that include other departments to help support it as well. There was a lot of people that liked the way that they were doing things, that felt comfortable in the ways that they were working. So we really tried to highlight why we were changing things and what the outcome was going to be, how that would affect them better, how there'd be a better way to do things, and also how we could take things off of people's plates. I think a lot of people want to help in general there, and there was a lot of people that were doing things that were out of their job scope, which was leading to burnout, whether they knew it or not. And so when we were able to highlight that for people, they felt like there was more time that they were able to focus at their job and not do things that we could take care of for them. We tried to do a lot of different methods of communication to folks. So we would do an email communication that would explain what we were going to do and why. We would have workshops where people would be able to have hands-on kind of situations where they could see what we were doing and ask questions. And then if people still had more questions about it, we would then meet with them one-on-one to further explain things. We would measure our outcomes through a few different ways. One of them would be through pulse surveys. We did a recent survey, which had a lot of positive feedback. It did include some of the changes that we made, and some people still were having issues with it where we were able to address them individually. We have now tracking for retention, and we're going to dig into that further to really show regrettable losses as well as non-regrettable losses, because one of the aspects that we did was to come in and really design departments, and that meant that we did have to part ways with a few folks. And then we also are now implementing some performance improvement plans as well as performance tracking in general. And we'll continue to monitor that for an upward trend.